Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I know I've been gone for such a long time. I've literally been AWOL for about 4 weeks. I've just been really I've been dealing, okay? Life has been dealing with me. I've been dealing with life. I've been throwing some punches back at life. Life has been throwing some punches at me, but God is good. So I've just been busy, guys. School, kids, husband, like it's just a lot. I've really been going through a lot, honestly. Like I just need a break. I just wish I could just switch off my phone for like 6 months and just be by myself. Like I really am so overwhelmed. I'm so overcrowded. But anyways, I am back and today we are talking about Isencane Lengane. Please do not forget to like, comment and subscribe. Guys, first and foremost, when it comes to Isencane Lengane, I literally need somebody to go speak to Utando, because the latest episode, I think it's episode 6, I'll just insert it if I'm wrong. The latest episode starts with her confessing everything, okay? When I say everything, I mean everything. She told Siyacela ukuthi yena uvela kumporofita nomamakhe umporofita uthi bamdlisile kadlamuka. Not only did she confess everything, she had video footage. She even showed him video footage. I'm like, girl, what is this? What are you doing, girl? Like, I didn't understand, yes. I was like, okay, we are confessor. That's fine. What is the footage for? Why are you even showing like the video of what you guys were doing and what that prophet said? Why are you telling your man all of these things? Why did you even go in the first place? Because I feel like she could have decided Uguti she's just not going to go with her mom to that person. I think that was going to be better. And you know, at least makazotshela indoda yakhe ukuthi yo umama bekafuna ukuthi ngiyekumprofita, at least she can say ukuthi but I said no. But for the fact that now she agrees to go, and then you know, immediately, just like I think it was Siyacela's grandmother in the other episode that I was talking about, who said every time you try and guide Tando or you try to speak to Tando, she goes and she tells her husband every single thing that you've been saying behind his back, and it's just a whole thing. Like uThando ukhomba ukungahlakaniphi. Honestly, I feel like I don't know or uThando, or she thinks that everybody is stupid, or she thinks that nobody knows love like she knows love. You know, I think maybe she has this thing ukuthi yena ushadile and yena she's in love, and all these people around her don't know what they're talking about because they've never been in love. And honey, you know what? We've all been there where our parents were telling us and warning us about certain things, and we thought, listen here, you don't know young love. You don't know young love. I am young love. Do you get me? And we always feel we know better. I think that Utando is suffering from a lot of, like, she's naive. She's naive. We talk about it every weekend. We understand. I don't think she's stupid. I think she lacks foresight. And she believes that she is the first person to ever be in love and nobody understands. And yena indoda yakhe 1 2 3 1 2 3. And you know, like, for the first time in my entire life, like, I stand with Siyacela on this one. In fact, I don't think he was angry enough. I really think he actually handled it quite well, Siyacela, because if it was me, child, and my husband told me that he went to a traditional healer with his mother, and they said ukuthi mina ngiyamdlisa, and he was drinking amakhambi and all that in order ukuthi akhiphe whatever mina ngimdlise yona, that whole entire thing, I would have lost my mind. I really think ukuthi this time ngima no Siyacela, and I really think that he handled it very well. He wasn't even that upset. He was not as upset as I would have been had I been told the information that he was told, because that is insane. That is insane. And I know that a lot of people mention people's names, like they're not going to say, yo, ukokwa kuyagloya, for example. I don't know if they're not allowed to do that, but they don't do that because of, you saw how Siyacela responded. He's like, he's going to go to that prophet, and he wants that prophet to tell him to his face, Uguti, where is that muti that was used on Thando? Who put it? Because he doesn't cook. Thando is the one who cooks. We move on to Thando's father. Yo, this man needs to leave that girl alone. Like, I'm gonna need Thando's dad to get a hobby. Okay, I'm gonna need him to get a hobby. I'm gonna need him to play some golf or start a men's choir or something, because the obsession is real. Like, this person does not want to talk to you. And you blaming Siyacela for your own child's actions. I am not a Siyacela fan. Everybody knows. Like, if you watch my videos, you know I am not a fan of Siyacela at all. But I just feel like Thando's dad needs to just leave this child alone. She feels that she doesn't need him. She feels she's got a new family. He was never there for her. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then they go by and let DNA test. It comes back. He is the father. And Thando's like, okay, but even though you're still my father, but I don't want anything to do with you. Like, he just does not want to hear it. He doesn't want to hear it. He wants to keep on pushing this issue. Uguti, Thando, no, mele ngibe sempilweni yakhe in connection, lapo na lapo, neither here or there. Like, leave her alone. Leave her alone. I think there's a way in which he can try and build a relationship. I'm not saying that he shouldn't try and build a relationship with her, but I think there is a way for him to try and build a relationship with her without being so super pushy about it all the time, wanting to be like in her space all the time, calling in. Like, anyways, so we get to a scene where Thando's mom is facilitating a meeting between Thando and her dad. So she was shocked to say, Upinki, why is she here? Why is she here? She doesn't need to be here. We are discussing relationship matters between father-daughter, mother-father, mother-daughter, Why is she here? Of which, I agreed with both Thando and her mom, Uguti. She does not need to be here. Literally. So that's the first thing that annoyed them. So Thando gets there, and then she sits and she pays a compliment to her mom. She's like, oh, you look so good, girl. Oh my gosh, she looks so cute. Like, was a today. And the sister is like on the diary session. She's like, yeah, whether Thando compliments me or not, it's neither here nor there. It doesn't change anything. Well, clearly it changes something, because you noticed it. Why are you even talking about it? If it didn't mean anything to you, you are not going to be talking about it. So for the mere fact you are even mentioning it, she only complimented the mother. No baba kon, oh, ubonu mama kekpela, uma kekpela muhle, and what. Y'all are so petty. Y'all are so petty, because why were you not part of this child's life? And here you come, you've got expectations. You know what? Don't do that. Don't do that. You're not going to do that. Okay? So they get to talking, and they're not reaching a consensus. Of which mina usisipinki ungibhorela ukuthi she always wants to insinuate and like slide in the fact that maybe Tando's mom was a ho back in the day. You know, she always has this thing where she's trying to, slip it in. Would say, oh, Mina, my brother wasn't wrong. The reason why my brother wasn't part of the child's life is maybe because you was hoeing. Ungenaphi nje in my hoeing, because this is between me and your brother. Like, that's the part that I don't understand. This is between umagathando no babagathando. The time bebashelana baqomana benzani. Where was this girl? Like, why is she encouraging herself and even talking about Tando's mom's history and all that? No. Uneendaba zakho, bhekana neendaba zakho. Your brother's business is your brother's business. Ukuthi your brother's ex-girlfriend bekajola nobani njani, that is not your business. I think that Upinki, when she was supposed to get involved, was when her brother was not getting along with Tando's mom, not seeing the child. She was supposed to, as auntie, she was supposed to be there, visit the baby, know the baby, cultivate a relationship with the baby. Had she done her auntie duties, this whole thing would not be like this. The way that Tando's mom reacted and the way that Tando reacted, I would have reacted the same way. Because you're not about to sit at this table and call me a hoe when y'all never did what y'all were supposed to do. But then you're saying, yeah, kunga blame you. No, it's Tembinkosi's fault that he was not a part of his child's life. Whose fault is that? Who must be blamed for that? Because that's a choice that he made. So now he made his bed. It's time for him to lie in it. Why is it so difficult for him? So Umagathando, as much as she was there to kind of facilitate the relationship between her child and the father, of which I respect her so much for that, she does want them to have peace. She gains nothing when, they're fighting, whatever. She does want them to have peace. But then here's this pinky girl, like always in the middle of things, and hey, don't blame Tembinkosi, blame this person, blame that person, like young Poranje. So yeah, that's my take on Tando's dad. Just get a hobby and just try and be a part of your child's life. Like don't impose yourself, and don't you're doing too much. Decides to go and visit one of her mother-in-laws. She says she's not very close with this mother-in-law. So she goes and she visits her, and she goes and just has a chat with her. And, listening to that woman speak, I was like, these women go through a lot. These women go through so much. So she was talking about how disrespectful Siyacela was when he was growing up, which we all know. And she said, Vailaguti, like the way that Ubab Dlamuka raised Siyacela. Actually, what that woman was saying is what we've always been thinking, but then it also just puts everything into perspective. Siyacela has never been a child or disciplinwayo. First of all, it seems like he was never a child who was ever held accountable for the things that he does. He was never held accountable for the way that he treats the people that are around him. He grew up thinking that he is the shit and no one can tell him anything. Number two, he grew up very sheltered by his father. She said that it's almost as if because he grew up without his mom around, his dad was trying to, overcompensate for the fact that he did not have a mother. Well, he had mother figures, but he did not have his mother, Thirdly, it also goes to show ukuthi uSiyacela, even if he does have anger issues, these are not anger issues that have started now in adulthood. I think he grew up with those issues, and he grew up I don't know. I don't know what he grew up telling himself in his mind with all these ladies around, but it seems like he has no regard for any of them. They're all second-class citizens to him. So you can just see what's into Dala, and it's not something that can be undone, And then they said something so weird and scary. Uguti Ubab Lamuga once said that if you are a makoti in that house and you ever try to leave, that you will die. Like, why am I dying? Why? Why am I dying? Because I'm leaving. What? That was insane to me. But anyways, you know what? Different strokes for different folks. Yes, there's nothing that we can say. There's nothing that we can do. We will just keep on watching. Yeah. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's all I gotta say. I've spoken for way too long. It's on like 17. It's going on 18 minutes now. So it's okay. Please like my video and follow. Subscribe.